traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1619th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. Again, the 1619th edition of these educational videos, and they come at you almost nightly, is coming at you on a Monday night for Trading Tuesday. That would be May 16th, 2017. Traders, before we get into the topics on the board, I must tell you that futures trading is extremely risky. If you don't know that, you know nothing about this game. Futures trading is very risky, causes substantial financial loss. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have risk capital to lose, if you don't recognize that stops need to be placed as risk management, get up right now and run from this video and never ever trade, because you don't have what it takes to be a good trader. If you understand that this is a risky game and you've got some risk capital to lose in case things go bad, and if you recognize that putting in stops will almost always help you, but sometimes in an illiquid market you might not get the stop to help you out, but in most cases the stop works as risk management, then sit down and listen to what is coming next. Some great stuff on the board. In fact, I've had some fantastic interaction with OMNIX who are now watching on YouTube. So I get new OMNIX to my site, livewithoscar.com. They join me in my free live trading room right there at Live with Oscar by doing these YouTube videos, right? So there's nothing to sell you there. I'm at a live free chat room trading all day, and you people come hang out with me. So of course, I've asked many of you YouTubers to send me some questions. Post a comment below the video. Ask me questions about stocks, about commodities, about a trade, and I will be more than happy to answer these for you. And bravo to so many of you. Thank you so much, because it's actually been working. You have been sending me all kinds of, memos and writing emails, and best, leaving comments under the video, and I've been answering every one of those. And as I promised, I would answer some of those questions in my nightly videos, and I have in the last couple of videos, right? So with that in mind, because of some of my YouTube comments, thank you very much, I am going to debut a new stock for the Omni to follow, for my OMNIX to follow, because of my YouTubes and their questions. So, last video, you saw I pretended to give you a glimpse of the Omni, right? I came out because one of the questions that I was answering was a trader called Mr. International on YouTube said, Oscar, show us the Omni. And I went, well, come on, I can't just show the Omni to everyone in the public eye, right? So I made a joke, and I came out and said, all right, everybody, put your 3D glasses on. Let's go. Hold on. I'm going to show you the Omni. 1, 2, 3, here. And I lifted the box, and the video comes to an end. Everybody got that that was a joke, and your comments to me were really funny, and I enjoyed the video, and I enjoyed your comments. And the guy, Mr. International, who asked me to show him the Omni, this is what he wrote. Yeah, I have to read this to you. This is insanity. So, I mean, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Mr. International asks me a couple of videos ago, hey, Oscar, would you show us the Omni? And in my last video, I pretended to show you cats the Omni, and I let the video end without seeing anything, right? It was a joke. Mr. International writes back to me, hi, Oscar. Mr. International here. I am from Manhattan also, and worked for blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Then I worked for blah, and now I currently work at blah, blah, blah. It's a big deal. He gets fired a lot. He moves all over the place. I am a TA on a derivatives desk. I found you through a presentation with Metastock, and thank you for showing up to that, by the way, Mr. International. And I know I was the best speaker at that Metastock conference, as I always am. So let's continue on. So, I was the one who asked about the Omni. I'm not sure what that video was about where you said you were going to display the Omni. I thought you were going to show the indicator you talked about. I could probably make one or one similar to it. I could even share my indicators with you. Oh, so you can make the Omni. All right, show me how you do that. But that video pissed me off. There's him writing to me. That video pissed me off because today is my birthday, and I watched the video thinking I was going to check it out, but you played me like a fool. I am no fool, he writes back. Then he writes, basically, plain English, verbatim. So basically, Oscar, go fuck yourself, fuck you, and fuck your Omni, you idiot bastard. I should smack that smile off your face, bitch. How funny is this guy? How insanely hard up, stuck up, and strange is this guy? And then he says, is that how you do business when people ask you a question? You make stupid jokes? Yeah, in this industry, you gotta make jokes. You know how difficult this is every day? You know how hard it is to have jerks like you as fans who write shit like this to me? You don't think I have to make jokes about this every now and then to get through this life? You better believe I do. So thank you for making me laugh, because I laughed really hard. Tell me that's not a sick bastard. I had to read that. If anyone normal is out there, like the other 30 or 40 of you who left comments, please leave your comments about any stock, commodity, ETF. I will research that for you, and I'll be more than happy to answer it, as long as you don't answer me back like that. And by the way, if you do want to smack the smile off my face, just remember, buddy, I do come to New York quite often. I'll be more than happy to allow you to smack the crap out of me. Just come on down and find me next time I'm in New York City. And you beat me up, I'll allow you to. All right, let's move forward. So for video 1619, for you normal people out there, emini, S&P, NASDAQ breaking out, baby, looking fantastic if you ask me. Euro currency as well, it looks great. And OMNI tonight wants to buy emini S&P, emini NASDAQ, and would love to buy Euro too if it can get filled in all three of those. Lately, however, it's all about stocks. Have you noticed this market is all about the stocks right now? The indices, yeah. The stocks, boom, they are going. So, I showed you some stocks. I showed you BIIB, one of the only ones that I have found that I think has some downside room. I showed you AVGO, and I gave you a target of 240, and we're going to look at that. And I'm going to show you a new stock, a debut that OMNI started to follow. And this is because of a suggestion by a friend. I will not out you for a last name, sir, but Bob, thank you so much for showing me that stock. My goodness, fantastic stock. Thank you, Bob. Because of him, I'm going to debut the stock now that I've done some work on it, and that will come during the chart segment. Traders, if you like the analysis of these videos, make sure you subscribe to my videos. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure that when I do a video, YouTube sends you a video email, as well as come on down to livewithoscar.com. Hang out with me in my live, free trading room and see what insanity takes place there live every day. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the NASDAQ daily, I mean, just beautiful. It broke out of a bull flag in this fantastic channel, breaking off the bottom. It's probably going to break out of the channel and go all the way to the top up here somewhere. Just looks fantastic. Now, we know nothing goes straight up, right? Nothing goes straight up, but it has been going up while it's going like this, and we expect it to do more of the same. Great looking channel, great bull flag it broke out of. Fantastic the way it's moving higher. I love the fact that it never filled that gap. Great channel that goes back for years right here. Wonderful stuff. Let's move forward. E-mini S&P, flag after flag, taking out the previous highs back here. Now we've got a breakout of that flag. I think that looks fantastic for trading on Tuesday. Euro currency, another of the OMNI calls for the upside. Love it above the 200 bar moving average. Love this thing that looks like some sort of a weird flag. You know, there's a gap under here too. Nothing is filling the gap. Everything's propelling away. Great. Let's watch the euro propel away as well. We'll see if we can get a good fill in the euro at livewithoscar.com. Then there's Biogen. So this stock I showed you said we had a sell signal from OMNI at 254.5 to 255.5. And in the last day, it's gone up to 258.5, so it's up $4 since we got in. $6 or $4, depends on your fill. $4 or $3, depends on your fill. So far, and that would be against us, right? But you've seen me show you many, many stocks so far this year, and I don't think anything's gone against us. Maybe, just this Biogen, maybe a couple of others. Out of my memory, I don't remember any stocks going against us this year. 2 would be a lot, but let's look forward. I also showed you Broadcom 3 times this year so far. I showed you Broadcom and said buy signal at 205. It went all the way up to 221. Stopped us out at 220.5. Excuse me, went to 224. Stopped us out with a profit at 220.5. Then we got another Omni buy signal at 216.5 with a target of 227. It went to the target. Got another Omni buy signal 3 videos ago or so, right around there. Showed you in the video 226.5 buy with a 239, 240 target. Here is where it was, and this is what happened. Wow. Go, Omni, go. Look at that, huh? So, right to the target. Beautiful. Now we have no trade for AVGO for a day or two. We'll see what Omni comes up with next. But that was just fantastic, huh? Right there. It should get above that 240 tomorrow. Very nice. And now we have this. The debut Shopify. Thank you very much, Bob, my buddy. Look at this stock. I mean, this is out of control. Look at this thing. And you know what it does? They make software for companies like Amazon. Any retail that wants to sell on the internet generally finds these cats and uses their software for reselling or retail selling on the internet. So, wow, look at their growth. It's been phenomenal. And now you can see the whole thing, right? I mean, here's where they opened, and boom, this is what's happened since. Look at this when you pull it up close. I pull this up nice and close and do some projections. I've got 107 to 109 for the next Omni target in Shopify, and it's only in the low 90s right now. And I don't think it's going to take very long to get there. I'm not saying in a day. It's not one of those stocks that moves $10 a day. But it'll get up there in no time at all. Watch for 107 to 109, maybe 110 in Shop, the latest Omni debut. And I think that's a fantastic looking stock right there. Traders, join me at livewithoscar.com in my free live trading room. I will see you there. So, traders, you've seen the charts. Now, what have we learned in this video? We have learned that if I go back to New York City, I'm going to have this smile slapped off my bitch face. Thank you, Mr. International. I can't wait. And we learned that Omni sniffed out a new stock after a buddy of mine pointed out to me, and boy, that stock looks fantastic. That is Shop. Take away the question marks. S-H-O-P. Love the way that looks. Nothing is guaranteed to go anywhere, but so far, that stock looks good. Emini commerce looks good, right? Retailing on the internet just keeps expanding. They say there's only between 4 to 12% of everything being sold right now on the internet is being sold on the internet, and everything else needs to one day move to the internet. If that's the case, that stock should go through the roof over the years, right? We'll see. We'll take this one day at a time. So even the S&P NASDAQ absolutely looks like a breakout. Same thing with Euro currency. And I told you lately, it's all about stocks, right? They just look fantastic. All right, traders, live with Oscar.com. Come hang out with me in my free live trading room. Omni campers. Hooray! Here it comes, baby. It's already Tuesday. You guys are here on Thursday. Class begins Friday. Make sure you get some sleep on Thursday night. We're going to start early Friday, and we're going to work all through the weekend. I will see you there. Welcome to Vegas. The rest of you, see me at livewithoscar.com. And remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do, in my opinion, to keep those emotions at bay is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, live with Oscar.com. I'll see you there. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.